All right, so we're in Jeremiah 23 and 29 because the angel of the Most High appeared unto Moses in flaming fire. So what is that fire? Jeremiah 23:29. It's like hip talk for that time period. Jeremiah 23 and 29. It's a lot. It says, "Is not my word like as a fire?" See, the Most High word is like a fire. That's why the angel brought forth the word of the Most High. Said the Most High. And like a hammer that breaketh the rock in pieces. You see? So now, when you go back to Exodus, so I say you better know what Mashayach Yahawashi. He coming back to judge and make war. Before he come back to judge and make war. So Exodus 3 and 2 said, "And the angel of the Most High appeared unto him in a flame of fire out of the midst of a bush," right? So he's bringing the word of the Most High. So you see God is talking about from the angel speaking for the Most High. Most High always dealt with us with spirits or angels. Jump up to verse 13. Exodus 3 and 2. "And Moses said unto the Most High through the angel that's speaking to him, Behold, when I come unto the children of Israel and shall say unto them, The power of your fathers have sent me unto you, and they shall say to me, What is his name? What shall I say unto them? And the Most High, through the angel of the Most High, who is the angel of the Most High, who is a Mashayach Yahawashi, as an angel of the Most High, as the Spirit of the Most High, said unto Moses, I am that I am. And he said, Thus shalt thou say unto the children of Israel, I am have sent me unto you." Right? I am have sent me unto you, right? So you can in your wildest dreams think, okay, this is the Most High, right? He said, "Thus shalt thou say to the children of Israel, I am have sent me unto you," right? Now let's go to St. John 8, and we're going to read verse 53 first, okay? St. John 8 and 53. They asked him, say, this is the Jews, this is the Israelites. "Art thou greater than our father Abraham?" Talking to him, Mashayach Yahawashi, when he was here in the flesh, which is dead, and the prophets are dead. He said, "Whom makest thou thyself?" You know how we are. Who you think you are, right? Who do you think you are? So he told him in verse 58, St. John 8:58, he told him. He said, Mashayach said unto them, "Verily, verily, I say unto you, before Abraham was, I am." You see? So he letting you know that was him. Telling you clearly right there. But it might be too much for you to understand. But hopefully you can see it, because look what he said. Verse 54. Mashayach answered, "If I honor myself, my honor is nothing. It is my Father that honoreth me, the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Jacob being the forefather of the 12 tribes of Israel, of whom ye say that he is your power." Right? They claiming that the same power that Mashayach is calling his fathers, they say that the Most High is their power too. "Yet ye have not known him." Hear that? Like a lot of people today don't know him. Say, "Yet ye have not known him. But I know him." He said, "I know him. And if I should say I know him not, I shall be a liar like unto you." You hear what he call them liars. Call them a bunch of liars. Ain't no liars going to the kingdom. "I should be a liar like unto you, but I know him and keep his sayings." So I do what he say do. For your father Abraham rejoiced to see my day, and he saw it and was glad. See? So how could Abraham see his day and see it and was glad? He asked the question. He said, I'm asking the question. Abraham seen his day, Mashayach Yahawashi, and was glad. Then said the Jews unto him, "Thou art not yet 50 years old, and hast thou seen Abraham?" Listen to what he said. And Mashayach said unto them, verily, verily, truly, truly, I say unto you, before Abraham was, before Abraham even came on the earth, I am. You see that? He said, I am. Now, which one of y'all can receive that? Now, to show you, he said, first creation of the Most High. The Most High created everything by him in precepts. Went to Genesis first chapter. And let us go down and make man in our image. It showed you in verse 2, the spirit of the Most High, angel of the Most High. Same, could say spirit of the Most High, the angel of the Most High in Exodus 3 and 2. He identified himself. I showed you how we are Mashayach. David said, the Lord said unto my Lord, the Most High said unto my power, Mashayach Yahawashi, sit thee on my right hand, till I make thine enemies thy footstool. Come on. Mashayach, verse 58. Mashayach said unto them, verily, verily, truly, truly, I say unto you, before Abraham was, I am. Then took they up stones to cast at him. But the Mashayach hid himself and went out of the temple, going through the midst of them, and so passed by. Had to get away from them wicked Israelites. So now let's go back to Exodus 3 and 15. Since when you understand, if you can understand, that we are Mashayach, we are the anointed. The anointed is the Most High's, and no man come to the Father but by him. Whereas the angel of the Most High, he's the angel of the Most High now. In his angelic, you think he coming back in the judge and make war? He ain't coming back in his angelic power. He's an angel of the Most High, back to where he was at here in Genesis and all throughout the Old Testament. Look, go to Exodus, the 3rd chapter again, and we're going to look at verse 15. Since he identified himself, I am have sent me unto you, right? Because we Mashayach him. And Mashayach is the Most High. Right now, I mean, we going through him as a spirit of the Most High. Angel of the Most High. The prophets had what? The spirit of Mashayach. Look, which is the spirit of the Most High. Look, Exodus 3:15. And the Most High through the angel, through Mashayach Yahawashi, asked that angel to identify himself, let him know that, hey, I'm your power, to the Most High. And the Most High said, moreover unto Moses, thus shalt thou say unto the children of Israel, the power of your fathers, the power of Abraham, we see this over and over again, and of Isaac, power of Isaac, and the power of Jacob, have sent me unto you. This is my name forever, and this is my memorial unto all generations. So tell him that. You know, you see, he identified himself, and he said, hey, let him know about the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. This is his name forever, a memorial to all generations. Go and gather the elders of Israel together and say unto them, let's see if he say, I am have sent me unto you. The power of your fathers, the power of Abraham, and of Isaac, and of Jacob, appeared unto me, saying, I have surely visited you, and seen that which is done to you in Egypt. See? That's what he told Moses to go tell the elders. The power of Abraham, the power of Isaac, and the power of Jacob. And that's what they went to tell the elders. The power of Abraham, the power of Isaac, and the power of Jacob. And let them know that, you know, I've showed up. And that's him. Look what Mashayach Yahawashi said, Matthew 22 and 31 and 32. But as touching the resurrection of the dead, have ye not read that which was spoken unto you by Most High, saying through the angel, I am the power of Abraham, and the power of Isaac, and the power of Jacob. Most High is not the power of the dead, but of the living. You see, there it is again. Power of Abraham, power of Isaac, and the power of Jacob. He's letting you know. That's his name forever, the memorial to all generations. You see? And when the multitude heard this, they were astonished at his doctrine. But when the Pharisees had heard that he had put the Sadducees to silence, they don't believe in resurrection, they were gathered together. Then one of them, which was a lawyer, asked him a question, tempting him and saying, Master, which is the great commandment in the law? Which is the great commandment in the law? Mashayach said unto him, Thou shalt love the Most High thy power with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy mind. This is the first and great commandment. And the second is like unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. One should be on these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets. See? So that's because he's looking at moral laws, civil laws, dietary laws, ceremonial laws, and sacrificial laws. But sacrificial law was done away with. That's what we're going over tonight. You see that Mashayach was the ultimate sacrifice. But it shows you how to love the Most High through these ceremonial laws, you see, and how to love each other through morally right, being morally right with each other, you know, dietary laws, how to take care of our bodies, love thy neighbor as thyself. You're not going to feed them something that's contrary that you wouldn't eat as an Israelite, that you know is against the law. In Leviticus 11 chapter, he's going to kill you. Isaiah 66 chapter, talking he's going to kill those 15 verse down that eat the abomination. Swine and abomination and the mouse. You know, in civil, how to govern ourselves amongst each other. You see? So you love the Most High, but keep doing what he say do. His rules and regulations, his laws, statutes, commandments. Like, you know, rules and regulations in this lawless land that we in now. It's lawless concerning the Most High's laws, statutes, commandments. It's very important that we see this. So, because the Most High is the power of the living and not the dead. Even the dead state of mind, he's not dealing with you. If you're in a dead state of mind, when you go off into wickedness and evil, he ain't dealing with you. And all you that learning the truth, when you go off, well, I'm just going to go off here and do this. Most High know my heart. You just went back to a Christian Israelite. You better seek him 10 times more. Stop playing with yourself. Because that's all the thing you're doing is playing with yourself. That's why when the cat came and spoke before, prayed before the Most High, and he put down the publican that was afraid he didn't hold his head up to the Most High, he said he was praying to himself. That's a deep statement. You think you praying and you praying to yourself. When the Most High don't even hear you. That's why I leave you with this. And understand, you can't run to a Mashayach Yahawashi. A lot of y'all just talk about Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. You can't run to him. He said in John 10 and 30, I and my Father are one. He said, I and my Father are one. Understand, overstand this. So he said, look, Proverbs 1:24. Said, because I have called and you refused. I have stretched out my hand, and his hand is men. Men are his hand. And no man regarded. Let me prove that. Go to Psalms 17 and 14. He stretched out his hand, right? He called men. Psalm 17 and 14. From men which are thy hand, O Most High. From men of the world. The world, we know that world is the world of Israel. So it says, Proverbs 1:24. Y'all better get serious. Because I have called and you refused. A lot of you know you're supposed to be doing better, but you're not. You say he called and you refused. I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. You bringing forth this truth to men and no man regarded. But ye have set at naught all my counsel. All the things that you've heard, and you're not operating in them. You ain't trying to get better. You ain't trying to change. You said, hey, that's nothing. That's how he looking at you, as nothing. You looking at his word and what he's bringing forth in these last days as nothing. Woo. But ye have set at naught all my counsel, and with none of my reproof. I told y'all, you look at a woman that in travail, a woman having labor pains, that's how fast these disasters gonna come. That's how much he gonna come and show up. He always said, you gonna know that I am the Most High. You think about how people felt when that hurricane hit. Or people felt even out here. When the hurricane, not the hurricane, but the earthquake just shook the world. It just shook the earth. It just shook the earth. Oh, he ain't finished yet. He said, but ye have set at naught all my counsel and with none of my reproof. He said, I also will laugh at your calamity. When you start taking everything that you have away from you, see, he's going to laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. Can you imagine him laughing at you and mocking when you start to be afraid? When you start shaking the ground, opening up the ground and swallowing people up? Sinkholes. Y'all know you got sinkholes. Sinkhole just poop. Who's that house? That man was in his bedroom. Whole house standing, but the bedroom just, a sink just sunk him down. Finished. I remember when I was young, Mosai opened up the ground and people was riding down the street. He opened up the ground, everybody went into the ground and then closed it back up. And so you could hear people down there hollering and screaming. Oh, they was dead. They couldn't get them out of there. It's too late. Opened it up, went way down, and closed it back up. He did it in the Bible. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, like a tornado. A whirlwind, like he's coming, don't know how. He's going to come. That world was spinning around. What if an earthquake go like this? With a whirlwind underground. What you going to do with that? How you going to fight that? What you going to do when it just starts shaking? And you moving all around, it's knocking you all around. You ain't got time to get under no table or whatever it is, get no doorway, whatever you're supposed to do at an earthquake. Or that whirlwind come. I was telling y'all, watch how fast he come. That was the first week of this month. Then he had another hurricane came. Hit within 2 weeks. And I just said, when the Most High gonna come up and show out, come to California and show out. Show them, give them some noise. Give him his voice. Next thing you know, 3 steps, bam, here come an earthquake. Boom, boom. Don't wait till he come to visit you to know him and to know his only begotten son of Mashayach Yahawashi, who's coming to judge and make war. Mosiah is a warrior. He's a man of war. Exodus 15:3. Mosiah is a man of war. Mosiah is his name. Mashayach told you, he said, I and my father are one. Well, how you think he's going to come and judge and make war if he ain't coming as a warrior? Coming to kill people. What you doing war? So I say you better know him before he come to judge and make war. It says, look, I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. When your fear cometh as desolation and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish come upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. Think about it. All of a sudden, people have been hearing this all this time and doing whatever they want to do, how they want to do it, in sin, and call themselves an Israelite, and still doing the wrong things. And all of a sudden, they start calling on them. They feel they get scared. When that whirlwind come, the earthquake come, the tornado come, all these things happen. They get scared. Then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. That's serious. Then shall they seek me early, but they shall not find me. For that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Most High, but they chose the world. This world, not the world of Israel, but this world. Many worlds, they chose this world more so than the Most High's world. For that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Most High. They would none of my counsel. They despised all my reproof. Therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own way. You better look at the way you're going, because Mashayach said, I'm the way, the truth, and the life. I'm the way to show you how to follow the truth, which is the laws of the Most High, that's going to lead to everlasting life. Therefore shall they eat of their fruit of their own way. You know, they tell you in hell, the things that you do that's so sinful, that you keep doing it, that's what you're going to be tormented with. You ready for that? You burning. The worms eating you up, and you still got to deal with the things that you did wrong, being tormented with. That's what it says. Therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own way, and be filled with their own devices. So we have to know. And what we know, we got to apply it in our life. If we don't, then it really don't mean much to you. But if it do, then you'll take the time to study and be corrected by the Most High in His Word. And change. It's all about change. That's all. It's all about change. And the Mashayach giving us the way. We just got to accept it. Before I go, let me show you. Well, I'm going back and forth from the Old Testament to the New Testament. Go to Luke, the 24th chapter, and verse 44. And he said unto them, Mashayach, the anointed Savior, the Messiah, he said, these are the words which I spake unto you while I was yet with you, that all things must be fulfilled, which were written in the law of Moses, all the way back to the beginning, as we read, law of Moses, and in the prophets, going through the prophets, and in the Psalms, we went through prophets, we went through the law of Moses, Psalms concerning me. See? So once he showed himself in the law of Moses, and in the prophets, and in the Psalms, then opened he their understanding, that they might understand the scriptures. So once you see him in the volume of the book, then hopefully your understanding might be made broader in understanding and have a relationship with him. That's in the law of Moses, and the prophets, and the Psalms concerning him. So with that, I'm going to close it to the next lesson. And we'll continue on this, because it's very important that we see him and know him and have a relationship with him. And with that, I'm out. Shalom.